Folks, listen up. What if I told you this massive, sweet potato came from this empty plastic bucket and it cost me exactly $0? You see, most folks rush to the store and buy expensive bagged soil. But here's the thing, 90% of bagged soil is actually dead. My grandfather used to say, soil isn't a product you buy off a shelf. Today, I am going to show you how to build that exact magical ecosystem inside a simple. Now, the very first step is drainage. Sweet potatoes absolutely hate sitting in soggy, wet soil. It rots their roots and ruins the whole harvest. So, grab your drill and make about 8 to 10 holes in the bottom of your bucket. This ensures the water drains out under 30 minutes. I always like to add a 2-inch layer of small stones or broken twigs right at the bottom. This keeps our drainage holes completely clear. Now, you are probably expecting me to pour in some dirt, right? Well, hold on. We are going to start with what most people call trash. Believe it or not, the secret to a 500% bigger harvest is hiding. We need to create the foundation. In the gardening world, we call this the browns. This provides the essential carbon our soil microbes desperately need. Imagine carbon as the energy fuel for our microscopic underground city. Without it, the bacteria and fungi simply cannot do their heavy lifting for us. If you don't have dry autumn leaves, plain brown cardboard works perfectly. Just make sure to rip it into small pieces and remove any plastic tape. Drop a thick layer of those ripped leaves or cardboard right over the twigs. This acts like a sponge, holding moisture while keeping things airy. But carbon alone won't grow our massive sweet potatoes. We need to wake this mixture up with some high-powered, nitrogen-rich green materials up next. And the best part? We are about to turn your morning coffee routine into the ultimate plant steroid. Let's head to the kitchen, my friends. Welcome to my kitchen laboratory. You know what, the average family throws away hundreds of pounds of organic gold every single year. It's truly heartbreaking. Look at this simple banana peel. Most folks toss it, but this is packed with 42% potassium. That is exactly what grows giant potatoes. And these crushed eggshells? They are 95% pure calcium. Calcium builds strong cell walls and prevents your precious potatoes from rotting in the dirt. Finally, our morning coffee grounds. Believe it or not, they provide a gentle, slow-release nitrogen kick that won't burn the delicate new roots we're growing. Combine these three, and you've just created a premium fertilizer blend for absolutely $0. Why pay big corporations when your kitchen makes it free? Let's carry this treasure back to our blue bucket. It is time to introduce our nitrogen-rich greens to the carbon-rich browns we laid down earlier. Drop those kitchen scraps right on top of the cardboard and leaves. This creates what we call the lasagna method, mimicking the forest floor itself. Down in the microscopic world, this fresh nitrogen acts like an energy drink. The bacteria go into overdrive, multiplying and breaking everything down incredibly fast. But here is the absolute golden rule of composting: you must balance the carbon and nitrogen. The magic ratio is roughly 25:1, folks. If you only toss in wet kitchen scraps, you'll create a slimy, foul-smelling mess that attracts fruit flies and. See this? Without dry carbon leaves to absorb the excess moisture, the beneficial microbes drown, and the bad, anaerobic bacteria take over, ruining the bucket. So, we must always cap our green layer with another thick layer of dry brown leaves or cardboard. It locks in odors and balances moisture. Give it a gentle pat, but whatever you do, do not smash it down hard. Our little microbial workers need oxygen to breathe and survive. Without oxygen, our soil city stops working. So keep it fluffy and airy, letting nature do the heavy lifting while we prepare our main event. Our bucket ecosystem is now perfectly primed and heating up. Now, let's talk about where to get free sweet potato slips to plant in here. You know what? You don't need to order expensive plants online. All you need is one single, healthy sweet potato from your local grocery store. Just make sure it is an organic potato. Many conventional ones are sprayed with chemical inhibitors that actually prevent them from sprouting and growing. Take that sweet potato and slice it right down the middle. This one potato is about to give us dozens of brand new plants. Next, grab 3 or 4 toothpicks. Poke them around the middle of your potato half, creating a little support ring just like this. Now, suspend it over a glass jar filled with clean water. You want the cut half submerged, and the pointy end sticking up. Down below, the potato senses the moisture. It sends out tiny white roots to drink, preparing for a massive explosion of new life. Place this glass on a sunny, warm windowsill. Sweet potatoes are tropical vines, so they absolutely love the heat and the bright sunlight. Now we play the waiting game. Over the next 2 to 4 weeks, something truly magical happens. Watch these little green shoots appear. These sprouts are called slips. A single potato can produce 10 to 20 of these slips. That is free gardening gold right there. Once they reach about 6 inches tall, gently twist them off the main potato. Do not pull too hard, just a gentle snap. Pop those individual slips into a shallow glass of water. Within just a few days, they will grow their own independent root systems. Look at those aggressive white roots. Folks, listen up. Buying these slips online would cost you $20. We just made 20 of them for less than $1. Now we have our deeply rooted slips and our perfectly heated lasagna compost bucket. It is finally time to marry the two together. Are you ready to plant? Because what happens under the soil over the next few months will absolutely blow your mind. Let's dig. Folks, take a look at these beautiful, tiny green slips we snapped off earlier. It's truly amazing what a little water can do. By placing them in this shallow water, we are forcing the stems to focus entirely. Within just 5 to 7 days, you'll see this magic happen. Watch how these aggressive white roots shoot out, hungry for nutrients. You want to wait until these root clusters are at least 2 to 3 inches long. Strong roots guarantee a massive harvest later on. Now, remember our lasagna bucket? While the slips were rooting, the compost inside has been slowly heating up and breaking down perfectly. Alright, my friends. The moment of truth has arrived. First, we need to add a final top layer of standard garden soil. Just about 4 inches thick right over our leaf cap. This topsoil acts as a safe buffer zone. It protects our delicate new roots from the intense heat of the decomposing compost below. Make a deep hole right in the center. Carefully take one of your strongest slips and lower the root system into the dark soil. Tuck the soil in firmly around the stem. You want it secure, but be careful not to break the delicate stem in the process. Now, give it a really good, deep soaking. This settles the soil around the roots and removes any large, harmful air pockets underground. Watch how the water travels. It flows right past our safe buffer zone and starts activating the rich compost lasagna layers sitting below. Down in the dark, our underground workers are absolutely thrilled. The moisture wakes them up, and the feast on the carbon and nitrogen begins. But we are not finished yet. Never, ever leave your soil naked. The hot sun will bake the surface and completely kill your microbes. Add a thick 2-inch layer of straw or dried grass right on top. This acts as an armor, cutting your watering needs in half. Alright folks, our bucket is prepped, our slips are fully rooted, and it is finally time to put these beauties into the soil. Push aside a little bit of that straw mulch, and use your fingers to dig a deep, gentle hole right in the center. Carefully take your strongest slip and lower those delicate white roots deep into the hole. Be extremely gentle, we don't want to snap them. Now, backfill the dark soil around the stem and press down firmly. This ensures the roots have excellent contact with their new environment. Look closely at this cross-section. Notice how the roots are sitting safely in that 4-inch buffer zone of topsoil we added earlier. If we planted them directly into the fresh lasagna compost, the intense heat from the rapid decomposition would literally cook those tender roots alive. But as the plant grows over the next month, those roots will slowly stretch downward. To finish planting, we must give it a deep, thorough watering. This is crucial to collapse any hidden air pockets surrounding our new roots. Down below, our little helpers are throwing a party. The water activates the bacteria, breaking down the kitchen scraps into accessible plant food. Make sure to pull the straw mulch snugly back around the stem. This simple trick reduces evaporation and saves you 50% on watering. Without mulch, a hot summer sun can heat bare soil to over 120 degrees. That will instantly kill your entire soil ecosystem. And just like that, our $0 bucket is planted. Now, we simply place it in the sunniest spot on the patio and wait. Sweet potatoes are vigorous, sprawling tropical vines. In just a few weeks, these green leaves are going to absolutely explode out of this bucket. But remember, folks, our goal here is to grow giant underground potatoes, not just a massive jungle of pretty green leaves on the patio. Which brings me to a crucial gardening secret. Next, we are going to dive deep into the fascinating world of pruning and the wood wide web. You know what, the real magic isn't happening up here on the patio. The true miracle is occurring deep down inside that dark bucket. Below the surface, those tiny white roots have transformed into thick, aggressive tubers. They are plunging straight into our rich lasagna compost layer now. Here, they encounter the most crucial allies in nature, mycorrhizal fungi. These microscopic threads attach directly to the roots, acting as an internet system. This network expands the root's reach by 1,000 times. The fungi mine phosphorus and potassium from the coffee grounds and deliver it directly. This is exactly why you must never dig or stir your soil. Digging destroys this delicate fungal web, starving your potatoes of essential nutrients. It takes nature 4 to 6 weeks to rebuild that web after you dig. That is an entire month of lost growth for us. Instead of digging, we manage the plant from above. See these massive vines? If we let them grow wild, they steal energy from below. So, every few weeks, simply snip off the growing tips of the longest vines. This brilliant trick redirects the plant's energy straight downward. When you cut the tips, the plant panics and decides to store all its carbohydrates in the roots. Watch these tubers swell up massively. And guess what? Now, as the summer heats up, watering becomes critical. But here is mistake number 5, never, ever spray water directly onto the leaves. Wet leaves in hot weather are an open invitation for powdery mildew and fungal diseases. It will absolutely devastate your beautiful green vines. Instead, always water gently at the base, right through the straw mulch. This delivers moisture directly to the roots where it belongs. Also, water deeply but less often, maybe twice a week. Frequent shallow watering creates lazy roots that sit at the top and dry out. Now we just let the summer sun do its job. Next up, I will show you the exact signs that tell you when to harvest. Alright folks, let's talk about the absolute biggest mistake people make during the summer heat, overwatering their sweet potatoes every single day. If you give them a tiny sprinkle every day, the plant becomes lazy. When the hot August sun hits, that top inch of soil dries out instantly, and your lazy plant will suffer from severe heat stress. Instead, you want to water them deeply and heavily, but only twice a week. Let the surface dry out completely between your watering sessions. This heavy soaking forces the water all the way down into the bottom compost layers. And guess what the roots are going to do? They will follow that moisture straight down. This builds an incredibly resilient, deep root system that can survive even the hottest summer days. And down in the deep compost, our underground delivery service is waiting. The microbes break down the lasagna layers directly into usable plant food. Now, timing is everything. You should always water your bucket early in the morning. Let me tell you why evening watering is a terrible idea. When you water in the evening, the foliage stays wet all night long. In the cool darkness, those wet leaves become a perfect breeding ground. Morning watering guarantees that any accidental splashes on the leaves will quickly dry off under the rising sun, keeping your beautiful plant perfectly disease-free. And always check those drainage holes we drilled on day 1. You want to see water freely flowing out of the bottom within 30 minutes. If it takes longer than 30 minutes to drain, your soil is too compacted. With proper deep watering and perfect drainage, our bucket ecosystem is completely self-sufficient. Now we simply wait as the summer months roll slowly by. 90 days will pass. 120 days will pass. You might think nothing is happening because the green leaves look the exact same. But suddenly, you will notice a subtle change. The leaves will start turning yellow. And that, my friends, is the signal we've been waiting for. Folks, look closely. When the majority of these vibrant green leaves start turning pale yellow and dying back, nature is sending us a message. The very first step is to take your heavy shears and cut away all this excess foliage right at the base of the soil. Now comes the fun part. My grandfather called this the treasure hunt. We are going to gently tip this bucket over right here. Watch carefully, my friends. Notice how incredibly loose and crumbly this soil is? That is the magic of our $0 lasagna compost method working. Look right there. An earthworm is still perfectly healthy and active. This means our soil maintained excellent oxygen levels and never became compacted. Now, let's gently brush away this loose dirt with our hands. We never use a metal shovel here, folks, because we might slice them. And there it is. Unbelievable. Look at the absolute massive size of these sweet potatoes. All grown from kitchen scraps inside a tiny plastic bucket. We just harvested over 15 pounds of premium, organic sweet potato. Our microscopic city worked tirelessly all summer long, turning old banana peels and coffee grounds into this incredible, nutrient-dense harvest. Give them a hand. Now, here is a crucial secret. Do not wash these potatoes with a hose yet. Washing them right now will invite rot and mold quickly. Instead, gently brush the dirt off and place them in a cardboard box in a warm. This process is called curing. It allows the delicate skin to thicken and heal any scratches, and magically converts the starches into delicious, sweet sugars. Once they are fully cured, you can store them in a cool, dark pantry. You see, folks, we didn't just grow food today. We literally built a living ecosystem from what most people throw into the garbage can. So stop buying bagged dirt, save your kitchen scraps, and start growing. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.